Welcome to Small and Supercharged Podmas, a series of chatty podcasts that were first broadcast as lives in the Small and Supercharged Facebook group on the run-up to Christmas. Each short podcast features a member of the mastermind group talking all about what they have got going on this Christmas. Listen, enjoy, screenshot, share to stories and share your support of these amazing small businesses. And equally, if you want to catch up with some lives, we have got them running all throughout December over in the free Small and Supercharged Facebook group. Just search Small and Supercharged and you will find the Burgundy group. I hope you love them. We are joined by Emily. And what do you do?
So my business is Emily Cole Illustrations, and I draw cartoon ponies for a living, and I print them onto things, popping up and around.
So good. I'm just looking around for my diary because November, Miss November, because you'll probably kick off halfway through this, so I might as well. This is my moment of fame. Well, it's Marilyn's moment of fame. It's the cob in drawing form. Anyway, also, Emily was featured on the FEI's website yesterday. So do make sure you have a look at that because it's good. It's a good piece. So, Emily, you went to Your Horse Live. You debuted Pajamas. Lots of people want the Pajamas on pre-order. And you won Best Stand? A Gold Stand Award, didn't you?
Yeah, we got gold for our stand.
I was thinking gold and I just got confused. But tell us what was flying out the door at Your Horse Live? What's flying out the door at the moment? What are your new things that you want to share? Over to you.
So we're at that bizarre time of year where things just sort of go a bit crackers. So we've got a bit of everything. I've also been teasing out new products. So our main one is the one I flashed up earlier, is our calendar. Over the weekend we did sell out of our planner and our desk calendar, but Jess and I have literally just run around the warehouse and did a double count of what we have left. So I think Jess is in the process of adding a small number of planners and desk calendars. So if you're one of the few people that were asking us whether you'd missed out, probably take a look at the website now, because we have got very limited numbers of those. Got quite a few of these ones left, and we've got our diaries and bits. So this is our that's a bit of cardboard. This is our wall calendar, and this is A4 when closed and A3 when open. And I mean, I'm not going to tell you what a calendar is or does, but
you can if you want. Right, Sue Williams says, hi girls. Liz says, I love Emily's work. I'd love to know where her inspiration comes from for her individual cartoons. Katie says, Emily's stand at Your Horse Live was so good. I got my A4 2022 diary there. And Sarah Clark also says hello. Right, we're up to date. So you've got the normal calendar, which, as you say, is A4 when closed, A3 when opened, which is brilliant. There are a few of those planner calendars left because you've made Jess go and wobble round.
Open it just because it's one of the few that we've got left in stock. But I've got an open 2021 version. So bear with.
Mine's in the house. I should have been more. I mean, I've got the mug, I've got the print, I've got notebooks, I've got old diaries, I've got all sorts, but I don't have my one of those.
So this is my copy that I use. I'm trying to find one that I haven't completely. Look, I can show you how much I use this one. So I use this one to schedule all of my social media and bits like that. So the planner calendar has been thoroughly tried and tested. But you've got 5 columns. So it's great if you've got multiple horses, multiple people, multiple animals to organise. But also, I find it really useful for planning different parts of my life. So I think we found about 20 copies left. So they are in the process of going on the website. So if you want them,
now is the moment.
Jump on. And then we've got our desk calendar, which is for people without wall space. I have spoken to my printers, and we're going to get a very small number of these back in. I'm hoping they might be in time for Christmas, but if not, we've got about 10 going on the website now. So
so cute. Katie says, hacking with my friend the other day, walking up a hill, and the other horse was trying to bite mine's tail. We laughed and said she wanted pulling up the hill, and it made us think of how it could be a funny Emily sketch.
Yeah. Someone asked about where I get the inspiration from, and it's largely from the lady sitting across from me right now. So, a lot of it's observation or experience. So Jess owns a number of horses. I ride them when I can. But she also, much to her delight, acquired a wild Dartmoor foal called Star. And I sent you a video of her the other day, didn't I, Ria? And she was just running electric fencing because she could. So Star has made a feature in December this year. It took a while for Jess to see the funny side in that one, but which makes it really.
Oh, bless them. But as you say, it is observation, and it's your own horsey life and the kind of amazing stories that you get told. They always make me laugh, though. They always make me chuckle. What's been your kind of a new product this year that you have been delighted with the response of?
Oh, I know what it is. I think I've been going on and on about wanting to do post-its for ages, but I was sort of worried about, like, would you still be able to see the design as much when it's on? So I ordered like a small print run, and I actually did like a little squeal when I opened the box because they're so cute, honestly. But so yeah, these are your sticky notes with the cow pony on, and yeah, we've already stolen lots for the office, but they have been going down really, really well. And the other thing has been our individual coasters. So again, we're in these of I think, I know this one's definitely sold out online at the minute.
That's but Believe in Yourself, isn't it?
So this is our Believe in Yourself individual coaster. They're melamine,
yeah,
and they're high gloss, so they're very, very durable, which is why I'm trying to angle it away from the light. But I've had a set of placemats and coasters in my house for a few years, and they look just as good as when we first got them. So and I really like. They're great for, like, if you want something a bit more than a card, but you don't have the budget quite yet for something a bit more substantial. These are all under £5 gifts that you can pop in an envelope.
They're great stocking fillers too, aren't they? As you say, I know I've bought some of the coasters for people for Christmas, thinking it kind of makes up, like if I'm doing a bigger present for people, I can put different elements in. Yeah,
and I think it lasts longer than a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates. So
especially around here.
Smile is the theory. I think, like, we've got a gift section on our website, and we've broken it down into categories. So we've got under £10, under £5, under 20. I mean, there is, I hope, something for every budget. And we've got some, like, gorgeous prints if you want something a bit more special. And then, like, if there is a print that you love that you've seen on our website, you can pop us a message if it's not readily available, and it might be one that we can run as a one-off for you. So just because it's not listed on the website, don't think that we can't do it, because we do quite a few of those in the run-up to Christmas.
Very cool. And what else? I know you've got products with you, because Emily said, what should I bring on the live? And I just said everything. So I'm excited to see what else. It's been like, oh God, what's her name? Mary Poppins in the bag. She just keeps pulling out things. I'm hoping for that kind of effect.
I just sort of this year particularly, we've added a lot of products, and then I was trying to go, I was like, which ones do we still have in stock on the website? I think we've got a small amount of most things. So one of the things that make really lovely gifts are these mugs. So this was new for this year. It's our Happy Christmas.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's all backwards. So everyone just, I know it's coming out right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Happy Christmas. That's really lovely.
Yeah, he's really cute. And we've got a matching tea towel in this design as well. So that's really good. It's got the little holly motif
Oh,
Um,
I love that they're inside as well. When they, on my cow pony one, we've got Marcel, and I should say, I just because Emily will be angry with me, you shouldn't dishwasher them. I dishwasher them, and that's why it looks maybe slightly faded, because it gets dishwashed every day of its whole life.
One of the mugs, and you've given him death stares about it.
Honestly, it's really stressful because I really like these mugs. They're nice to hold there, and I just love them. And they always make me smile with the picture on. And I heard if two of them chink together and it's not me, or like one child kicked a table the other day and I heard this noise. I was like, oh, what is that? It's okay, mummy, it's not the mug. I'm like, what was it? Sorry, I've got some more comments. The sticky notes are going down very, very well. Love Emily Cole's work. Have already had my delivery of calendars and diaries. Oh, well done, Hannah. Good one. And sticky notes, yes.
I think we're deciding what designs we'd like to have on them next. I'm thinking possibly this one would be really cute. So this Believe in Yourself. That's a bit of cardboard in the inside. That wasn't very thought through. That's our Believe in Yourself mug, which this one has a matching coaster as well. I think we've got matching tea towels in this and that one. We've brought back some of our old favourites, which is like the Housemaid mug and the He Started It mug, so that's made a reappear. Yeah, lots of things. Sometimes I think, I haven't done much, and then I realise actually like we've brought out quite a few new things. We've also got our A4 diary, which is the big sister version of this one.
Really cool. And is it just like a blown up version? Do you still have a week to view, or how are you?
Yeah, so exactly the same layout. It's just bigger, so it's great for like if you just need a bit more space to write in. I'm trying to find the pictures here. So it's got a picture at the beginning of each month, and then we added like a little Sid and Marcel's detail on each page.
Isn't the font your own font?
Yeah, so I don't know why I haven't done it before. I made my own font from my handwriting, and then my amazing printers like worked with me to actually put it into the diary and things. So it's like an upgraded version from last year. But we have they're both hard case, but we have a hardback version. So that's got the normal spine, and then we've got the ring bound if you're someone like me who likes to fold things in half. And what's really nice about this one is that, sometimes with ring bounds, especially on one side, you end up like but this one lies flat, so
really good. And I know you don't have any with you at the moment because I've got a picture. But can you talk to us about give me a second, the pajamas that you launched? I've got a picture, hang on.
So this has been like a project in the making for about a year and a half to 2 years. The last 2 years has sort of blended into one because of coronavirus and things like that. But I think for everyone, I was actually sat in the garden with Sarah, who I think is Sarah on the calendar.
The posh bay horse, yeah.
And she owns a business called Finer Equine, and we were just chatting about things, and I said, could you imagine if we made pajamas? And we were like, that would be really nice. And then it actually became a thing, and we worked at finding a really beautiful feeling product and looking product, and I was quite specific. I didn't want it to just like be like a one picture thing. I wanted the pattern to like cover, and like it's the little details. Like I wanted like my pink piping and like little satin buttons and ribbons and things. So it was quite an in-depth task trying to find someone who could like actually make this, and we had lots of samples, and I've been sleeping in various versions of the pajamas throughout the year to test them, but they are on pre-order now exclusively on our website, and we are hoping for them to be ready in the new year. But we launched them at Your Horse Live, and it was just lovely to actually be like, we've done the thing. It's like it's finally here and seeing the finished product. But yeah,
was it quite nerve-wracking though?
Yeah, massively. Because it is like it's a very different like line for me, because I'm a stationery person, basically, and I've like branched out into homewares a bit, and obviously I've collaborated with Equiboodle on like the vixens and things like that, but actually producing something from scratch in like the clothing range, no idea how to do.
How many samples did you have? You had quite a few different versions, didn't you?
We had some in different sizes, and then we looked at a couple of different suppliers as well. So it's just about finding like the right ones, and the ones that we felt really got what we were after. Because we wanted to make like so that they're a polyester satin, and I really wanted something that was really light and cool to sleep in, because there's nothing worse than, you know, if you wake up because you're too hot and you're just like uncomfortable and things. So these are really like breathable, and they're comfortable, and they're soft, and I'm so in love. And you'll know that I'm not someone who is really like pushy about my products usually, but these ones I'm just so thrilled with them, and they're so like they're even lovelier in person. And this is, I know I'm hugely biased because it's one of my products, but they're really lovely, and like we've worked on getting the colours just right as well. So like the duck egg blues really come through, and yeah, it's really lovely, and the response to them has been like really gorgeous, and I'm so thrilled because it's been so lovely to like work with friends on it as well. So hopefully the start of a new range.
No, absolutely. No, I remember I was saying before that it must be quite nerve-wracking. So it's a completely different line for you, but so lovely to have that, the way of showing them off at Your Horse Live as well, so people could actually touch them and see them, and they did look really beautiful on the stand.
Yeah, it's fun also because we were setting up, and I said, oh, should I post a photo like and just have the pajamas just casually in the corner and see if anyone noticed? And I posted them, and then within a couple of minutes there were lots of like, are those pajamas? What are those? Are those pajamas? And it was just really exciting because you knew that you were about to like, I think that's one of the best parts of having a business, especially a creative one, when you know that you've got something exciting coming, like teasing it out a little bit in like candid posts. And it's just nice like being able to offer something very different as well.
Definitely. Sarah says he's not really that posh. I think that's her posh horse. Liz says, love this. And it's prompted me to order from the site. There you go. You'll have an order to deal with, another order when you get back. Another question, Emily. How long has it taken you to grow your business from start out to the empire it is now?
The empire. Do you know what? Like, I've been drawing, I'd say now for about 9 years. I think the business is 9 years. I started originally just doing like commissions and things like that, and then I was working with the business quite closely for a while, so I didn't actually start doing my own like merchandise and things until probably about 4-ish years ago. So I kind of almost look at it as like two different businesses, and I've got the drawing side, and then the merchandising like physical business side, because I stopped doing commissions a couple of years ago in order to focus on building the business, and that's why it's grown quite quickly over the last couple of years. I think 3 years ago I was still working out of like my house, and I didn't have a house basically because it was full of boxes and things. It's been a lot of sort of steps of faith almost. Yeah, it's been a lot of like being brave over the last couple of years, and being open-minded, and I think I've seen massive change when I've been able to work alongside people. So I've started work. How long have we worked together now, Ria? About 3 years.
I don't know. I feel like forever, but in like the nicest possible way. And it's been so lovely to see like everything kind of grow. And
Yeah.
I think, mate, I don't know.
Yeah, I think like because owning a business it can be like massively lonely, especially if you haven't got someone like I now have Jess working with me every day, but before then it's quite a lonely thing. So finding people to work alongside with, whether it's just like a support group within like mastermind, small and supercharged, or actually collaborating with people, has been helps the process.
No, definitely. I mean, we did a really cool competition with sorry, my damn horse. I don't know if you can hear him. He doesn't cough, but he's had some hay and obviously it's slightly dusty. And now all I can hear is goo. The believing sorry.
He's like, Mum, I'm dying. Come rescue.
I know, and I'm just getting really angry with him for coughing. I'm like it with the kids as well. If they cough, I'm like, don't cough.
And the current climate.
I know, in the current climate, don't cough. We did the Believe in Yourself. When you launched that, you did a lovely competition with Donna, fabulous Donna, and Jane Brindley as well, which was really cool. I loved that. I loved the podcast one as well. It did make me chuckle.
It's just really fun, and like getting to know other like people in business as well, and especially because I mean there's like ups and downs with everything, but there's especially ups and downs with business, and if you've got a group of people that can rally around you and help support you, or if you've got something new launching and some clever people can come together and make a way of it like being even more exciting, is really great.
We've got another question. I don't know if you can hear. Can you hear him?
I can hear. No, I can't hear him. I can hear you now.
You just hear me getting angry. I won't get angry then whenever he coughs. I will go. He's fine. Like, he is fine. People watching don't think, oh, that poor horse. No, don't. He's not at all. I think I would make a great pajama tester, says Eva. Dream job. Yeah, that would be the dream. Have you always had a passion for drawing horses? I will find out who that is, who said that.
I think I remember like always wishing I could draw. I always wished that I had my own style, because I assumed the way I drew was just how people draw cartoons. So I used to think, oh, I have to be able to draw like Thelwell or other illustrators. And it was only when I was like, I just started actually drawing in a way that came naturally to me is when I suddenly like, oh, okay, maybe this is a thing. But yeah, I think like my mum was always creative. She can draw. My sister's actually very good at painting as well, but she's younger, so I came first. But yeah, I think the love for like art's always been there. I didn't start painting and things properly until I was in A levels, because I didn't do art at GCSE. And I decided on a whim that I wanted to become an architect, and suddenly I had to apply to get into an A-level course for my art. So it was then that I was like, oh, actually, I can draw. And not just cartoons, but
all the things. That was from Sue, actually. So thank you for that question, Sue. In terms of your kind of, obviously we're heading towards Christmas. It's like 24 days away, which sounds far too close to me. But when is your last order date for, let's just say the UK, because I know it's obviously all different all over the world. So you need to get, didn't you put a post on, was it last week with your order dates?
Yeah, I did with the spelling mistake.
It happens.
So, no, especially to me. So Wednesday the 15th of December is when we're saying last UK order dates, but especially after last year, which was just a different level. We'd recommend putting orders in earlier rather than later.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout, because I know obviously last year there were big, so it wasn't to do with you at all, but it was to do with the backlog in the postal system, not to do with Emily. Everything went out from Emily Cole Illustrations on time, but then if it gets stuck in the postal system, there's not a lot you can do about it, is there?
Yeah. So like Jess just gasped because she realised what date it was, because I think this time last we something like 200 parcels collected. And it was when the Sheffield depot became a health and safety crisis and Lincoln depot was turning away. And then it was a last in, first out sort of thing. So ours had gone in first thing. So they then sat in a warehouse and didn't get to customers until 24th of December.
It was a Christmas miracle.
Oh, you know what? How I didn't die during that period. I remember there was one awful day where we were sat there trying to find out. We were phoning everyone, trying to do what we can to like communicate with everyone that had lost parcels. And my husband had come into work that day, and he was sat trying to book couriers. And I actually, for some reason, I videoed my reaction when he said this. But he was sat there, having updated all our computers and rendered them useless for about 3
I remember this day. I remember the messages.
Like, not today. Why would you choose to update the computer today? But yeah, he was sat there, and he had been putting like lots of courier parcels through and booking them in. And he suddenly went, "Oh," and we were like, "What's happened?" He went, "They've gone." We were like, "What do you mean they've gone?" And it's like they've just emptied the baskets, and it was because the UK had then closed its borders. So like all the courier websites just went, "No, down." It's just like, you know what? I'm going home because there's genuinely nothing I can do now.
Oh no! Well, get your orders in early, people.
Yeah,
it won't do any harm to get them in order in early, and you can feel really smug then that you've got your stuff ready. Sue says, are we going to see more doggy designs next year? As you know, I love the Muddy Paws range.
Yes, I've got lots of plans because we have some particularly lovely office dogs who require drawings of. Yeah, and I've got plans for dog ranges and dog products.
I have actually bought this year for a friend. Well, let's say a friend. It's just easier that way. The Labrador tea towel, because last year I think it was out of stock. So when I saw it, I was more excited than is reasonable for a tea towel.
Yeah, and someone asked me the other day, because we do have a yellow version of the Labrador, which I can run one-off prints for. So again, if that's something you'd like a print of, just pop us an email and we can organise that for you, because that's quite a simple thing to do. So I think I've got a fox red version.
I see you need a fox red and a chocolate as well, don't you?
We've got a lemon yellow. I don't know if these are technical terms, but more of a lemon yellow. We've got lots of different versions of the Labrador. So
good to know. Well, that's useful. How long does it take for an idea to from idea to product approximately?
It depends what it is. So something like the pajamas, that took a long time because that was starting from scratch. Whereas like something like one of these, like this, so these are all made in the UK, but these are like obviously standard mug shapes. This is called a Balmoral mug shape. So that was finding the shape I liked, and then I can work with the printers and we can transfer something onto a design quite quickly. It does require a lot of sampling as well, because these mugs are made up of like layers of colour. So, and then like the fabric ones, obviously they're all hand sewn and things. So it does depend what product it is. Usually if it's like a completely brand new product for me, it takes quite a while, because I like to find really good quality products that I like, and create things that I'm really happy with. So it'll be a lot of sampling, so it can take anywhere up to a year or more. But yeah, it does just depend what it is. If it was like a new greeting card design that I wanted to do, I could hopefully do that fairly quickly, but it's the drawing that takes the longest time really.
Oh, that makes sense. So is there anything else you would like to share with us today? I'll do one final call for questions. Pop them in the comments and I will get those asked. And if not, I will ask you all the places where people can buy from you online, because now is the moment, team. Now is the moment. Don't get Jess stressed next week. Do it now. actually, this will go out as a podcast as well on Friday. So yes, now is still the moment. And yeah, what are your various social media handles so people can follow you too?
So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Emily Cole Illustrations. My website is www.emily-cole.com. Yeah, I think that's mostly where we post lots of our things. There is, I like to think there's a lot of stuff like budget friendly.
Definitely.
I like especially things like calendars or the desk planners go down really well as treats. But yeah, I'd take if you're really stumped, because I'm terrible at buying gifts. I've been trawling through all the businesses that I know and love and trying to shop small this year. But if you're really stuck, we did spend quite a bit of time putting a gift guide together on our website, so that like you can do that by price as well, or you can search by pattern if there's a particular pattern you like. But there's hopefully something for everyone there, and all budget.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I've bought quite a few. I've got a box over there of bits and bobs.
Yeah, we've got seconds on the website as well. I think we've got
a second. I feel like I've rescued it. I don't know why, but I feel like I've rescued it. And I have to say, Emily's seconds aren't really seconds. If you normally buy a second, like if you buy a second top or something, it's got one arm shorter than the other. I will look at these and try and find why it's a second, because you've got second, third and yard, haven't you? So if it's a second, if you can see what's wrong with it, I feel like you should have a rosette, but it's it's all good.
I'm very, very picky. If you have any questions about the seconds, just pop us a message. So the mug thing, like we've got our seconds, which is like a small design blemish, and then what we've called yard are mugs that have quite an obvious flaw, but I don't want the mugs just to sit and collect dust. So they're perfect for what we call the yard, because you're not going to be too precious about them if they break. They're priced very cheap.
Definitely.
Yeah. So if you really want a bargain, go have a look through that.
Although even the price for the first is not excessive at all. Again, a really good gift point for someone, especially when you look at that mug and you go, that is that person, that is my friend, that is my whatever.
Majority of our products £10 to £20, so they're perfect for Secret Santa things. And as I said, the coasters have been going down really well. The arena pads have been going down really well if you know someone who's quite into dressage and things like that. Yeah, I hope there's something for everyone on that.
Definitely. Thank you everyone for watching and for all your questions and comments as well. Thank you, Emily. You've been a star as always, and we'll catch up really, really soon. Take care.